Now I'll just keep talking then. Since that's the case, I'll just keep talking since you're going to be disrespectful.
All right, Chef, where you go, Chef? What happened?
Yeah, well, I'm just going to keep talking then because you ain't going to keep shutting up. You ain't going to shut up. I'm going to keep talking.
I ain't got nothing else to say.
Just said that if the Nubians moved up to Egypt, then that makes them all related by region. If that's the case, then we all related to these. I'm related to these small hats around here. I'm related to these Puerto Ricans around here. I'm related to these Dominicans around here because they all was raised around here with me, even though we all different races of people. This is a stupid logic, and I don't even understand how that even flew out your mouth and you thought you was killing stuff. I can't believe you thought that was a cut. What is wrong with you? Region don't make you the same people, and all I'm hearing right now is a bunch of people trying to sit up here and make this whole racist and social construct argument. I'm still talking. I ain't talking to you. I'm not talking to you. I'm not talking to you. Don't talk to me now. Don't talk to me now. When I just trying to talk to you a second ago, you said you ain't want to talk to me, so shut up. I'm talking. Now, like I said, I don't understand this whole concept about, race is just a social construct. Race ain't real. These people can be this and this people can be that.
Of course, you wouldn't.
I'm not talking to you. Why are you still talking? Now, like I said, I don't understand. I just want to keep on talking then. Like I said, you hella disrespectful. I don't even care nothing about what you're saying coming out your mouth right now. You disrespectful and you disingenuous. Like I said, this whole disingenuous argument about how race is this and race can be that and all this based on region and based on skin tones and all that, it's silly. If that's the case, what are we even arguing about? Why are y'all even in the conversation about Black Egypt if y'all don't even understand what Black is? This is ridiculous. Everybody knows what Black is, so it's time to have these type of conversations. Now all of a sudden the water's muddy. Now all of a sudden this can be Black, that can be Black, everything else be Black. What's up, Saharan? That's why y'all just keep saying African. That's why y'all stuck on the word African. Y'all not saying Black. Y'all running with the term Black. And you said something earlier that was stupid too and a lie. They did not call themselves Black. I want you to show and prove. They talking about Black. Egypt means Black land. It does not mean Black people. And I want you to source up and show me where Egypt means Black people, because that's what y'all hang y'all hat on. My bad, not Egypt, Kemet. That's what y'all hang your hat on. That's all cap. So go ahead, man. I'll be quiet now. Stop being disrespectful too.
And to your question, just to answer your question, to what I can say to your question is, when a Chinese guy moves to the United States, it don't make him not Chinese no more.
Okay, so Corey,
don't make them related to me either.
We talking about relatives. I said whenever they move somewhere and settle, we talking about direct blood relation.
His family move.
We not
to the.
Oh my goodness, Sonic.
Go ahead.
Listen to what I'm saying, Corey.
I'm trying to figure out what's the difference.
Due diligence.
So let me say it one more time, please. So I want you to just walk with me for 10 seconds, bro. So Nubians, right? Mm-hmm. They move up north and they settle and turn it into
which group
Egypt.
Of Nubians?
I don't
Nubians
know.
All one group of people?
But that does not matter. I just want you to follow me, right?
So a group of Nubians, right?
Correct.
A group that came from the geographical location, because the group wasn't called Nubians, right?
All right, so you don't want to hear. I know you hear me, but you don't want to accept it. That's fine. If you don't want to hear me go,
listen to what I'm saying. I just listened to what you said.
But I wasn't finished.
Listen to what I'm saying. I just listened to what you said. Now you don't want to listen to what I'm saying, right?
You cut me off.
Now, you tell because I'm trying to get clear before you keep walking. I don't want to.
I answered your question. I said I didn't know, and I was honest with you, Corey.
You didn't know what?
What group of Nubians? I said I didn't know.
Okay, fine. You didn't know, but now let me get clear on the fact that are you trying to tell me that a group from the location called Nubia, right? Because they're not called Nubians.
I agree.
Right? They're from a location, right?
I agree.
Now you're calling them Nubians. Now who the fuck is they? We just know where they from. We don't know who the hell they is.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying?
I agree. But that is a side point to the main point
No,
that I'm making.
It's not a side point because
let
what
me
you
finish?
guys do.
If you let me finish, you will understand. If you let me finish,
let me
you'll
tell you what you
understand.
guys do.
No, you got to let me
what you
finish
got.
before
No,
you
no, 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 no,
proceed.
no, 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 no.
All right, I'll let
This
you
is
have
what
it.
you
I know
guys
you
do.
hear what I know you hear
No,
what I'm trying to say, but you just want to
I don't hear
argue.
what
But
you're
it's
trying to
fine.
say.
Go ahead.
This is what you guys do. You guys try to make Nubians all one group of people, all one group of these black people.
I just agree with you, and I said I didn't know what group, so you can't put that on me.
When y'all talk about Nubians,
how can you put that on me when I just agreed with you and I said I didn't know?
Egypt, huh?
How can you put that on me when I agree with you and I said I didn't know?
This is what you start to do. This is what you
I
started
literally
to do.
Said,
and then
okay,
see, this is why the confusion comes, because this is what y'all do. Y'all sit up and try to make these Nubians, and furthermore, I wouldn't consider Nubians black, period. The Nubians ain't Nilotic niggas. These is all Afro-Asiatic groups. Different groups of Afro-Asiatics. Them Nilotics, they migrated up there.
Right.
See what I'm saying?
Respond to Corey for a sec.
Them Nilotics,
goodness, go ahead. I'm good.
Their ancestors are from South Sudan, Darfur, and all that, from the Great Lakes regions. That's where them Nilotics ancestors come from. Them 7 foot tall niggas. No, they ain't related to them Egyptians. They migrated up there.
Right. You're right, Corey.
See what I'm saying? And moved and settled in Nubia. They wasn't no Nubian per se. They settled up there. See, you niggas try to make it seems like that when you say Nubian, that's them 7 foot tall niggas.
No, that's not correct, bro. We know Nubian is a generic term that means Southerner, but I am not qualified to say the specific group.
In your story,
it absolutely was, because I agree with you when I said I didn't know the specific group, Corey. I agree with you. And you went on a whole tangent for nothing.
No, because I know
I agree with you when I said I didn't know. You said you niggas do all. You want to make it seem like you. I didn't do none of that. You
started your story out. Well, the Nubians moved to Egypt.
It's a generic term. It's for generality purpose because I don't know the specific group.
Now that we've got the clarity that I just put down, saying the Nubians moved to Egypt don't even make logical sense right now.
How?
It ain't even a coherent statement anymore.
How?
So the Nubians moved to the whole. What do you mean? The whole fucking population? Or what?
You got it, Corey. You making yourself look bad,
no longer
bro.
Coherent once we come to the understanding of that nuance. See where
Corey,
y'all at with that kind of nuance.
Let me say something.
You won't even let me explain, so you got it, bro. You bulldog.
Go ahead, Isonic.
You got it.
He need a life jacket. Go ahead.
Yo,
give it to me.
Save me, please.
I'm not saving anyone. I'm not knowledgeable enough to save anyone. I can only give my input and also learn in this conversation. Corey, when you say Nubians, and you say there's not a lot of people, this is what I'm trying to think. Anything I said tonight, were you even listening?
No.
The Nubians have not a lot of people and Cushitic people. The Cushitic people speak an Afro-Asiatic language. The Cushitic people are a mix of the Nilotic people and the Egyptians. That's why the whole thing is confusing to some people. If you don't understand
you think
region,
I don't think people living in a geographic location called Nubia is having babies together and shit.
That's how you have.
Come on, man! People. Like that, like y'all is wild as fuck, bro.
I'm wild as fuck.
But you made a distinction. He's pointing out that you made a distinction between Nubians and the Cushitic, like it's not the same.
Location as if it's a group of people.
He's not going to acknowledge. He's not going to acknowledge it, Isonic.
Corey, do you understand?
I know they had babies, Isonic. I know they had babies with each other. I do.
Know that this is an ancient mix that the Beja
I know,
people come from?
Since time immemorial, they've been having babies with each other.
So the thing
I
is,
know that.
so when I say in Egypt, from the north to the south, you have different regions, skin tone, and then you're in.
I don't give a damn about what color their skin is.
But this thing you guys are stuck on.
I don't
the
give
they weren't black or whatever. I'm not into that
stuff.
I'm not into that stuff. I'm just trying to.
Good goddamn what color. None of
black
skin
is more than just a skin tone.
Right. So Arsonic.
No, I
so
agree
Arsonic is making a distinction between blackness. So you don't
he did make a distinction. He said he don't care about none of that. He's not making a distinction.
No, hold on. So the Cushitics, right? Since they've been mixing with the Egyptians,
mixing with them, they split off them. Like, what do you want? Do you think they're mixing with them?
No, I don't believe that.
You don't believe that? Go look at the phylogenetic tree. Pull it up right now.
I just read my source. I'm gonna read it again.
Yeah. Oh my goodness! Pull up the phylogenetic tree while you're at on that.
The Beja people. I say Beja related to the Egyptian. It says the Beja people, an ethnic group primarily found in the Sudan, Eritrea, southeastern Egypt, are not directly related to ancient Egyptians, but they do share a long history of interaction with the region. I mean, so for some reason, you trying to include you and your people in with the Egyptians. My source don't say that. I know y'all mixed in the region.
My people have been in their area for about 7,000 to 9,000 years.
Right.
What the hell are you talking about?
Right.
Okay. So right. Let me say something else to you.
Say y'all ain't related. Y'all interacted with each other.
No,
y'all had some babies. Y'all had some babies.
Would that not mean related?
Let me respond to him.
We
admitted.
We. That's relation, Corey. Have babies.
Hold on. I'm African American. I got Western motherfucking
We're not the
European same. DNA up in me.
Not the same.
But I wouldn't say I'm related.
Not the same.
To the goddamn Europeans because. We did a little bit of mixing.
See.
In reality, you are.
Look. Astro's been tattooed now. Yo, check this out, bro. No. Okay, I'm gonna read what Astro said right now. The Cushitic people travel south and mix with more proto-Nilotic and Motor people. My genetic, you're not.
It was already them.
No, we're not.
You're not listening. They already them.
Different. You're not listening to me right now.
Chef is crazy.
No, you're coming for my people. Let me respond to you for 1 second.
I'm not coming for your people.
No, pull up the phylogenetic tree, bro.
You're the one who's trying to make yourself Egyptian up this motherfucker.
Right.
When did Egypt start? Bro? Just think about it.
Look, he ain't deny that.
Now the Ethiopians are the Egyptians.
Oh my God.
Same thing Dr. Ben and them was ripping off.
Oh my
they
God.
from the mountains of the mountains of the moon or the foothills.
The thing is, I'm gonna be quiet because y'all are with the invasion race theory right now. And you're
invasion. Somebody invaded. They was there already. How can they invade something? Are the Native Americans invaders of America? Is the indigenous people of this country invaders here? Because that's the same. That's equivalent of what you're saying right now. You're saying that we're saying that the Native Americans are invaders of this country. No, they're not. They migrated here. That's the same thing they did.
Exactly. And because of the fact that I told him that he wasn't Egyptian, he gonna say that now we're saying the invading race.
You're not listening to me.
This is crazy.
It's wild.
Why would I want to be Egyptian? You don't listen right now.
And the wild thing is that's what
Egyptians speak Egyptian language. No, you're not listening. The Egyptians speak an Egyptian language. I speak a Cushitic language.
Good.
They're both under the Afro-Asiatic
you
language.
all over the place.
You're not listening.
Now you're talking about linguistics.
No, linguistics, genetics, you're not listening to either one of them. So what are you listening to at the end of the day?
I just trying to be right.
Stay in the rails though. Like
all right, so no. I wanna take everything back that I said, right? Because if we follow this logic, right, then the Western Asians that they mix with, will we say that the Egyptians, you know what I mean, are Western Asians? No, we wouldn't. So I mean, Dr. Ben and all of them tried to tell us. So when Smash and all of them is running around talking about the Egyptians are black and they come from the South, you know what I mean? All of this, you feeding right into it.
They don't come from the South. Like you're not listening to what I'm saying at all. You're only listening to things so that you can argue from your subjective point of view. You don't understand the intermixes from the region. You're not listening to linguistics. You're not following the phylogenetic tree. The thing is, bro, Ngozi have told you this consistently. Gullah has told you this consistently. You don't argue with them. But when I bring it up, you have a problem? The Cushitic people are not the Egyptians. They're from East Africa, Northeast Africa.
Right,
They're different populations. However,
migration.
So what are we arguing?
We talking about the bat migration. Nobody's arguing about the bat migration through the Horn of Africa. Is that what you're talking about?
There you go. There's a back migration back to the Horn of Africa.
Right. That's where a lot of the Asian admixture came in, and that's where this is how they took over North Africa. But not take over, but this is how they migrated there.
No, they didn't. They didn't because they didn't because the genes mutated in North Africa. If you have E1B1B, EV12, which are the Egyptians, you will have an offshoot which is EV32, which comes to the Horn, which I am. So therefore, paternally, we're offshoot of them very, very long time ago. That doesn't mean we're them. They
migrated from Eurasia towards there, and and they came through the Horn of Africa. And this, like I said, this is why people in East Africa have a certain look, a little bit different than West Africa.
He been saying this the whole time. Y'all been arguing with him.
I understand all that, but again, this is proving that these are different people.
Right.
He said that.
No, he was saying that these people were. He started talking about skin tones and everything else. I don't know. Black is not based only on skin tone. Like it's partially skin tone, but it's not only skin tone. I can show you an albino black person, an albino Asian, and you're going to tell me exactly who
made this argument
and who the black person is. And
he never said none of that.
I'm not even talking to you. I'm talking to the dude. I'm talking to Isonic or whatever.
Isonic, did you say any of that?
I'm not. Why you was lawyer? I didn't know you was his lawyer. Now all of a sudden you want to talk to me. Earlier you didn't want to talk to me. Now all of a sudden you got a mouthpiece.
You mad because you wrong. You just talking.
I can show an albino black person, an albino Asian, and y'all going to know exactly who that Asian is and exactly who that black person is. So obviously black is not dependent on skin color. But y'all keep talking about dark tones, skin, light tones, and everything else. You got dark-skinned white people, dark-skinned Asians, light-skinned Asians, light-skinned white people. Yes, light-skin and dark-skin is not exclusive to black people. Shocker, right? Shocker. It's the truth. I proved this many times. So we got to stop with this light and dark and everything else, because that's not exclusive to black people. So it muddies the waters.
I don't even know who said any of that.
Well said.
Yeah, I don't even understand what y'all hung up on at this point, right? It's like you trying to. It's like. It sounds like Isonic is trying to creep, people from the South up to the North, and then when we tell them it's wrong, then we get accused of being
the invading race theory. It's kind of crazy, like it kind of sounds crazy.
Yo.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
we hear you now, James. But Logic is talking though right now. You can go.
I just wanted to make sure y'all can hear me.
Yeah. Peace to you, James.
Yeah, peace.
All right, I'm done. I'm just confused at where the argument is going, because it kind of stopped making sense a long time ago, and he was just switching from topic to topic, and then it was making even less sense for real.
Yeah, y'all go
ahead, James. What you got?
I mean, from what I understand, it's just no logic with you. I mean, I don't know what's going on with the other person. I'm kind of tripping on Isonic because it seemed like he might be coming around to the facts, but I don't know if he's willing to agree.
I apologize. I fucked up. Wow. What the hell is this?
I don't know. Hold on. I don't know if he understands what he's saying, or if he even understands that comes with a dating period of the back migration that he's talking about. So all of that's fine, and what he's saying is true, but you have to acknowledge that there's a dating for that back migration.
How far back is the back migration you talking about?
Now, do you see what I was saying, and what Sheffrin was saying?
I was trying to stop
how
it.
what you saying?
I do see it.
Lends credence for them to run off to the sunset.
Yeah, you
see what I'm saying?
You said that like 30 minutes ago.
I do see what you're saying,
but it's true.
It's not my fault.
I mean, if you came around to the truth, there's nothing wrong with that.
You feel me? They mad because he spoke the truth.
Bro, oh my God. Corey,
that's why you. That's why you.
Look, he don't want to be. He don't want to tell. Look, they mad because he telling the truth. He don't want. He don't want to tell the truth. He don't want to tell the truth if it's agreeing with me.
You should have stepped up and repeated what you said.
You give them credence to
see if you would have repeated exactly what you said, Isonic.
So now
you wouldn't be in this position right here. You would be standing firm. Because then after you said that, after you repeated yourself, you could have added that little bit of nuance that you talked about, right? But you should have standed on your point of clarity, because the point in you saying what you said was to give due diligence a point of clarity. You backed off. See what I'm saying?
That wasn't the point. That's what you thought he was gonna do, but he didn't.
He did.
And he just spoke the truth.
I didn't think he was gonna do it. He did it. He said it,
man.
You thought he was gonna go against me, but he just spoke the truth to both sides. Is what happened, and you got upset.
So who's on the panel? Let me add. Hold up.
I went with the consensus.
Who on the panel is that denying the back migration of Western Eurasian? Who's on the panel doing that?
Nobody.
Okay.
Eddie, you're wrong.
Nobody.
Who's wrong?
I'm saying Fetty's wrong because the thing is, I try to share with the actual consensus what is the objective facts that is in academia, and each side attacked me at the end of the day. Now, Fetty,
you wind up down in Ethiopia.
Asonic, I'm with you tonight, baby.
How you wind up way down in Ethiopia, though? When you start adding your clarity, you wind it up way down in Ethiopia, and we was talking about Egypt. What's the distance? What's the distance from Cairo? How long it take you to get to Cairo from your house?
You're not understanding the relation. If they related, they related, Corey.
No, all I gotta say is
Ethiopia has some babies.
Population.
That's the point that he was making.
How many times do I have to say I know they had?
You keep asking what's the difference, and he's just saying the relation is the difference.
That make you a Mexican as soon as your son get one of the Mexican girls pregnant, right? That make you a Mexican.
You talking about nationality, bro? That has nothing to do with what we talking about.
You talking about genetics?
I mean,
you talking about genetics?
I said you talking about nationality. This nigga say you talking about genetics?
Yeah, no, you not talking about nationality, then you talking about genetics, right?
No, we talking about ethnic groups.
And what makes up an ethnic group?
People of the same population, culture,
don't you know all that overlap?
Relatedness, all that.
Don't you know nationality, ethnicity, and genetics all overlap? That all overlaps.
Who said that it didn't? But we being specific, and we talking about ancient identity, ancient ethnic cultures is what we talking about.
So it's about what they identified as, or is this about what they would be viewed as in modern terms? Because I thought that we was talking about what they'd be viewed as in modern terms, not what they identified.
Saying if one of them move, if some Nubians move,
they didn't identify by race. They identified by their culture, that's their ethnicity, that's their different tribes or whatever. That's how they identify. But now who were these tribes is what we're trying to get to the brass tacks of things. Now I don't know what's the conversation. I'm a little bit lost.
See, and I know exactly what due diligence is trying to say, right? This is what you trying to say, that they actually had some dark-skinned, nappy-head, Afro-Asiatic speaking Egyptians, right? That weren't speaking the Nilo-Saharan language, right? That's what you're trying to say. But some kind of way, like what you saying is just a lot more cloudy and harder to understand. And this, every time we get back into this conversation, we go from Upper Egypt and now we down in Ethiopia looking for these dark-skinned Afro-Asiatic language speakers.
It's
You know what I'm
wild
saying?
to me.
They getting closer and closer to Kush now. Like that's
I never said none of that.
Let me ask you.
You'll never hear none of that. Ron, that's back. None of that came out of my mouth.
That's the clear way to say it, right? And nobody would disagree with that.
I'm saying, what did I say though? I didn't say none of that you said.
I'm trying to get you out, bro. Because what
that was our Sonic that went all over the map. I didn't do that. I talked about the Nubians and the Egyptians. That's it.
He was trying to give you some credence. He was trying to lend credence.
I'm saying say what I said. I don't need nobody's grace or credence. I say what I said. I didn't say none of it.
He was working on it. He was like, "Yo, I'm gonna end up in Ethiopia for you and make it cloudy down there, and then you take it from there."
So that's fine. That's what you wanted to be. I said what I said. I said what I said.
Yeah, see, I was trying to be on your team, bro.
Fucked up his assist for the night, man.
Yeah, I didn't want it. Ejected.
So y'all don't understand human
migration. Throw the ball out of bounds.
Absolutely not. They don't. That's exactly what it. That's exactly where we at.
This the part that you always messed up. That the people in the northern region, they got a distinct genetic marker, bro. Like they just different from everybody.
What y'all saying they supposed to be still in the Green Sahara, even though it's a damn desert. They ain't supposed to move and go nowhere.
Robin,
that is. That's
basically what y'all saying. They supposed to stay. They supposed to when the desert when it turns. They supposed to sit their ass in the desert and stay right there, huh? That's what y'all think supposed to happen.
That is. This our Sonic deal with them.
Yeah, you made this. You definitely
because they knew not to come up on here talking that craziness when I was holding down the fort. You opened that can of worms. Deal with James.
Chefin'.
You can't deal with me.
I can't.
Straight up.
I can deal with me.
Straight up.
Exactly.
I'm
gonna let the African deal with you. Get him out, Sonic.
Not the thing.
But see, what's crazy is y'all over here tripping. We Africans too, genetically.
They don't correct.
Y'all don't even understand.
Sub-Saharan Africans. Sub-Saharan Africans.
Afrocentric.
They won't accept that, James. They not going to accept it.
I can show you my DNA test. I ain't got near North African up in me. All Sub-Saharan.
No, we ain't talking about no North Africans. What percentage African are you?
The 80%.
There you go.
So you hold up. 80%
broadly.
So 80 what? So 80 what? You don't know the exact.
Sub-Saharan
about broadly.
That's enough. But he said he's not African.
I know the regions. I can show you.
Broadly African. I bet you.
Okay, it's mainly the highest percentage I got is not the highest percentage I got is Nigeria.
But no, what I'm asking
is the nuance. Listen to the nuance though.
What I'm asking,
the nuance is he's asking how much African you got in it, in you, right? So,
I told him 80%.
On your
none of it from North Africa.
I'm talking about 80.
None of it from North Africa either.
Hold on. On your genetic test, it's going to have broadly African. When you look at the broadly African, it's going to be like 10% or less, right? Because the reason why is like 10% or less when it says broadly African, right? Is because you from a specific spot. You ain't from all over that motherfucker. You see what I'm saying? That's what see. This is the points y'all be missing, bro. This is the point. Ain't no y'all see when they figured out the genome, it cut out the ambiguity. We don't have to guess where you from, Psycho. You ain't gotta be one of them niggas that say
that's crazy. He said it's broadly where you from, and then said you don't have to guess.
Hey, that was crazy, wasn't it, dude? I thought I was over here. I was like, what did you say?
Hold on.
Straight contradiction.
No, that was out of control.
Psycho, listen.
We over here
you don't have to be one of those niggas that say, I don't know where I'm from in Africa, so I just claim the whole Africa. If you get a DNA test, brother, you gonna know exactly which part of that motherfucker you from, bro.
That's not true.
You're gonna get it down to at least a region of that motherfucker. You ain't gonna be all over there looking for your cousins and uncles. Believe me, you're gonna get it right down to a specific region, right where you from. And furthermore, you just told me you got like 28% Nigerian. I bet you got
33.
33. I bet you got about another 17 Sierra Leone and another 20 something Ghanaian in you, right? So guess what? You from the Bight of Benin.
You feel me? He couldn't wait to do that.
You do not have to guess, Psycho. See, like these niggas, they want to have to guess. I don't know where I'm from. I don't know where them white folks picked my motherfucking ass up from.
Egypt.
I don't know.
They took me from Aswan.
Yeah, they want to say he got taken from Egypt. Yeah.
They took James from Aswan. And due diligence comes straight from Giza.
Yeah, I got jokes.
These niggas think they from Giza.
James definitely from the old capital, dog, for sure.
Memphis.
Now see, Psycho, you good to go. The rest of these niggas, they ain't good to go, brother.
Nigerian or something like that. I'm not sure.
Yo, Psycho, what did I say wrong tonight?
Claim me Nigerian.
No, I'm talking about on my genetic pie. I think it's like 70%.
They lying. You got to be Egyptian.
You got to be some type of
I don't know what's wrong with y'all.
How come Egypt never pop up on y'all DNA test when y'all do take DNA tests? I never see Egypt popping up on a DNA test when black people out here. Never.
Yeah. I want to see what you
got Magi in his blood.
Y'all got Magi in his blood? I didn't know that. I don't got North African.
You got Magi in his blood.
Say Magi, god damn. Yeah.
I ain't know that. I ain't see his test. I don't know that.
The only nigga in the
funny,
conscious community.
That's funny. Nah, that's funny.
The only nigga in the conscious. How did we know that in the middle of Baltimore City we had a goddamn match? We had a goddamn Magi running around this motherfucker. That's crazy.
Niggas is funny as hell, boy. You niggas
That's crazy.
Oh man.
And that's the problem, Logic. That I know what you was saying at the beginning of your show, bro. You can't take this shit serious. This shit is hilarious, bro. How is that not hilarious, bro?
Yeah, how is that not funny? That's downright hilarious, bro. You gotta laugh at that.
Yo, can I speak to Psycho for 1 second, please?
Go ahead.
Yo, Psycho. Please let me know if I said anything wrong tonight. What I tried to say was this: the modern Egyptians are the closest to the ancient Egyptians. I also try to say that the Cushitic population, like the Beja, are an ancient mix of the Nilotics and the proto-Egyptians before they were even Egyptians or Kemet. Anything you want to say that? That's how you say the Eurasian DNA. That's how you get their Nilotic DNA. And if you move to the south, like the Horn of Africa, that's why they have, let's say this, North African genetics, Proto-Nilotic genetics, and Omotic East African genetics. They're all not the same people anymore. And the Afro-Asiatic groups are in one region, speak multiple languages that are Afro-Asiatic. We also have the Nilo-Saharan in Sudan, Nubia region. Like, what did I get wrong?
Am I tripping? Did he contradict himself twice right there? Am I tripping?
I don't know what's going on.
Hey,
exactly.
That was a bucket of water so muddy I couldn't.
What did I contradict myself?
I agree about the black migration and everything else.
But who has that?
Eurasia? Yeah, I agree with the black migration from Eurasia and everything. I believe that's how North Africa got populated with ancient Egyptians, and I agree. The modern Egyptians do stem from them. They're the same people. They've been there since the back migration that took place anywhere from 30 to 15,000 years. They've been there about as long. They've been there as long as the Native Americans been here.
Right.
They're the same amount, about the same amount of time. They're about
at least. Yeah, I mean that's
been
at
way
the least.
longer.
Yeah.
The paternal line has been way longer. The mtDNA comes from the Levant. That's why they have the, let's say that genetics that you see that is Eurasian is because they have that mix for a very long time. However, what you're missing right now is certain populations who are Afro-Asiatic speaking are a mix of their proto-selves with the proto-Nilotic. And if you keep going south, then the Omotic mix comes in. Where am I contradicting myself?
So this is what I heard that sounded strange to me, right? So if we are on one hand agreeing that those people have been a unique, I guess like genetic mixture for 15 to 30,000 years, and then you come behind that and say that they were mixed with what did you say, like the Nilotic Beja people or something like that? That sounds like a contradiction right there. Because now you're not saying that they're no longer this unique mix. You're giving them this this specific mix now, right? That sounds it just sounds like a contradiction.
I believe the ones who got a lot of admixture are the ones that's in East Africa now. I believe those are the ones that had most of the admixture. The ones that in North Africa don't have as much admixture. Those are the people that was actually migrating into Africa. My fault.
Let me just give some clarity what ChatGPT says. As Logic was reading where ChatGPT get its sources from earlier, right? And it was talking about it comes from 200 or more different sources, which are legitimate sources. So sometimes we have to put some trust in ChatGPT. So just about the relationship between Cushitic people and Egyptians is two different things ChatGPT say. One, in a nutshell sense, Cushitic speaking people and ancient Egyptians are not directly or closely related genetically, but do share some degree of distant ancestry due to their proximity in Northeast Africa. But then it goes on to say in another spot, let me just make this clear and I'm done. Real quick. I got it right here. Here it goes. The Cushitic-speaking people of East Africa and the ancient Egyptians share some commonalities, that doesn't mean genetically, in terms of geography and in cultural interactions, but whether they are genetically closely related is more complex. And this is a nutshell right here, last paragraph. Cushitic peoples historically inhabited parts of the Horn of Africa, modern-day Ethiopia, Somalia, Djibouti, Eritrea, and parts of Kenya. Ancient Egypt, located in the northeast part of Africa, had contact with the neighboring regions, including Nubia, which is modern-day Sudan, which acted as a bridge between Egypt and Cushitic regions. So Cushitic regions in the Horn of Africa, you got to go through Sudan before you even reach Egypt. So they are not like genetically related in the sense Isonic said in the beginning. He changed up a little bit in the end and tried to add because we was getting in his ass, but they're not really genetically related to the ancient Egyptians.
You need ChatGPT. I don't need it.
Yes, you do.
That's fine. I'm just reading. I'm just reading what it says.
I don't. I actually read the archaeology. I actually read the genetics. I actually read the
and it's a tool.
So don't put me in the same.
That's like me saying
you have to go read ChatGPT.
You
to
need
argue
a
with
bobcat.
Right
I don't need it.
Yeah.
I got a shovel.
The Horn is below Sudan.
You don't.
Sudan, if Southern Sudan's ain't related genetically, Cushitic's ain't related genetically.
You don't get what I'm trying to say. You're here to argue.
Hold on.
You know what's crazy? What's crazy? What you did say is you creeping further and further south. Like that's like, I mean, that's where it started to sound like it wasn't making no sense right there.
Dr. Ben and that shit.
Yeah, you sounded like you started creeping south.
I want to read something real quick.
Before you read something, let me just say one thing, and I'm done for the night.
You ain't Egyptian now, son.
Bro, I don't want to. Bro, I don't want to be Egyptian.
It sound like it.
Like your
I'm
home want to be Egyptian.
To you like I talked to James.
No. Yo, Sheffrin.
Like you was better than the rest of the sub-Saharan Africans.
Sheffrin. The thing is, you never want to have an actual conversation with me. You want to come in with this ad hominems and like ridiculous conversation. If you look at the chat,
down.
bro, check.
I talk to you like I talk to everybody else.
No, Sheffrin.
Go ahead. My bad. Go
bro. Shakir has been listening the whole night. He's North African. He studies genetics.
He
understands
Moroccan.
the region. Yeah. Look what he's saying right now, bro. Like straight up. Like
what is he saying? What? Tell me what he's saying.
No, but check this out. I never claimed to be Egyptian. I don't want to be Egyptian. I'm proud of my ancestors. I'm proud of my region. My other name is nomadic. We're nomadic pastoralists. The thing is, I understand my ancestry. But when I come in to share the diversity of Africa, you only look for things so that you can argue from your subjective point of view. When I first came into this conversation, I said I disagree with both sides. And you have somebody who's using ChatGPT coming here to argue with me? Like, bro,
No.
Buy a book.
Nobody's coming to argue. I'm just reading what ChatGPT say. Argue with ChatGPT.
So
A lot of the Horn of Africa is influenced by Yemen.
We are not.
Afro-Asiatic languages coming through Yemen. I didn't say related. Listen to what I said. I said a lot of the Horn of Africa. Listen. Let me make my sentence. Let me say my sentence. All I'm saying is a lot of the Horn of Africa is influenced by the area of Yemen.
Wrong.
It's next door.
He said that's wrong. That's crazy.
It's just like Spain and Morocco is influenced by each other. Hold on. Spain.
He said it's wrong. That's crazy.
I'm not wrong. That's crazy. It's just like Spain and Morocco is influenced by each other. You can swim from Spain to Morocco. They've been interacting for a long time. That's why the Moors talk about conquering Spain and they claim to be Moroccan because they're neighbors. Yemen is neighbor to the Horn of Africa. This is where a lot of their influence come from. This is where some of the linguistic people say Afro-Asiatic speaking language. It comes from two different places. It comes from West Asia into Egypt into Africa, and it comes from Yemen into the Horn of Africa. But you got to get through Sudan. You got to get through Sudan before you get to Egypt.
I want to know how that's wrong, Asani.
Okay. The thing is, people are arguing from a subjective point of view, and the thing is, you guys can laugh. You want to cut me off. So
because I said, how was he wrong?
How's he wrong? Okay, let me tell you. Let me tell you how he's wrong.
Go ahead.
In the Horn of Africa, you have the Habesha group that back migrated. They have that mix
from where?
Region. They back migrated from Yemen. Okay.
Hey, Sheffrin, real quick, I'm gonna say this one sentence. This is why Dr. Ben claims to have Yemen origins in Ethiopia. This is where that connection comes from. Yemen has influenced the Horn of Africa.
No,
that's crazy.
Sheffrin, can I finish, bro? Okay, check this out. The Horn of Africa has Ethiopia and Somalia, Djibouti, and certain regions. It has, drop the link for Shakir. It has different population groups. It has people who back migrated who speak the Semitic language, like the Tigrays, who are Habashas, who came from Yemen, back migrated from that region. However, you have the Cushitic speaking population who's been there for a very long time, who I am a part of. We don't have Yemeni DNA mix. We don't have that. Our back migration comes from ancient North Africa. Then we mix with Proto-Nilotics and Omotic people who were in the Horn of Africa. So therefore, we have nothing to do genetically with Yemen. At the same time,
I didn't say genetically.
No, listen to me carefully. Culturally, we have our own culture. Linguistically, we speak the Somali language. We don't speak a Semitic language. We speak a Cushitic language, which is Northeast African. From the Red Sea Hills to all the way to the Horn of Africa. There goes the linguistics. There goes the genetics. The only thing we have in common with them is the religion. So what the hell are you talking about?
Nah, you wrong.
Wow.
I'm wrong about my own ancestry?
Yeah, African Americans be wrong about their ancestry too. What you think you exempt from being wrong?
Look what you're comparing. Linguistically, where does my language come from? It doesn't come from Yemen. It comes from the Horn of Africa.
You ain't say your language came from.
Why don't you just take a DNA test? Why don't you do that?
Bro, I have, and I'm trying to break it down to you right now. My genetics is ancient North African mixed with Proto-Nilotic mixed with Omotic from the Horn of Africa. Where does it say Yemen?
Let me give a little more clarity.
Nilotics.
Hold on, real quick. Nilotics. Hold on, real quick. Just relax. Don't get nervous. Nilotics. Hold on, relax. Don't get nervous. Nilotics. Oh, just let me talk then. I'm not gonna be long.
Read a book.
Okay, I'm gonna read a book. Good, thank you. Now, Nilotics in the country we consider Sudan today, and the Nuba people who are in the mountains in what we consider Sudan today do not speak Afro-Asiatic languages. Okay, Afro-Asiatic languages came in two different parts of Africa. This is just a reality. It's not me making this up. Okay, so when North Africa gets its Afro-Asiatic language, it enters from West Asia in through North Africa and spread. But the Horners spread through Yemen. I did a whole video presentation on this. So it's a conflict where Afro-Asiatic language spread from. Some scholars say it came from Yemen into the Horn. This is where Cushitic people get it. But the majority comes from West Asia all through North Africa. Yemen did influence the Horn of Africa, is all I'm saying. That's not nothing made up.
It says genetic studies have shown that populations in the Horn of Africa and Southern Arabia share common genetic markers. This connection is due to ancient migrations and trade routes that existed between the regions, particularly across the Red Sea. You know what I mean? I'm like,
thank you.
Yemen is right there on Saudi Arabia. Thank you.
Yes. It says right here, modern Egyptians share more ancestry with sub-Saharan Africans than ancient Egyptians did. This suggests that the increase in sub-Saharan African gene flow into Egypt occurred within the last 1,500 years, which is before the pyramids. I mean, after the pyramids, excuse me, which is after the pyramids.
You know what's crazy? The man just read the Suleiman report right in our face. This shit keep happening.
What?
So
where he got that data from? That is incorrect data. There's no way in the hell that you're gonna tell me that some people that's in North Africa just got
show me the correct data.
Yeah, that's crazy. He's saying
correct data. Can you show me the correct data? Can you show me
I'm gonna correct that with straight logic because it's incredible.
No, well that's you telling me your opinion. That's you giving me your opinion. Can you show me wait. Can you show me the correct data? Can you show it to me?
This is what I want you to do. Tell me what's the name of the source on that.
You asking me a question. You asking me a question with a question. You already messing up. You already messing up. You answering my question with a question. You messing up already. It's a yes or no. It's a yes or no. Can you show me the correct data? Because you told me my data. Wait, because you told me my data was wrong. You told me my data. Wait. I don't like having wrong data. You just told me my data was wrong. Now, in order for me to believe that my data is wrong, I'm gonna need you to show me the correct data. So, can you show me?
Okay, then. So listen, that what you just read is the Suleiman report. Tell me if I'm wrong, and then I'll continue.
No. Show me the correct data. It don't matter. Show me the correct data. You already said it's wrong, so just show me the correct data. You don't need to know what that data is to show me the correct data.
What I'm charging you with, listen. I'm charging
you're about to give me your opinion. You're about to give me your opinion. You're not about to show me nothing.
I'm charging you with reading faulty data from the Suleiman report.
Okay, well, show me that's faulty. I'm not you show me. You keep saying it, but you're not showing me.
The Suleiman report is faulty. I just need to know if you're reading from it. Because if you ain't reading
from it, show me. If you ain't reading from the Suleiman report, can you show me? Can you show me? You just want to give me your opinion. You just want to give me your opinion. Okay, well, give me your opinion about a study that you feel like you got more credentials than the people that actually put in the research. Go ahead, give me your opinion.
Could you please tell us where you got the source from, please, bro?
Show me the correct source.
I want to know if that's
one. Show me the correct one.
I want to know.
Can you show me the correct one?
I want
to show me the correct one.
Report.
Show me the correct one.
But before I do that, I can only show you that if you show me.
Why you need to know where I got it from to show me the correct stuff?
Because that's
irrelevant. Show me the correct information. Just show me the correct information. Stop asking me questions. Why do you need to ask me a question to show me the correct information?
I identify where you.
That is the Suleiman. Hold on, that is the Suleiman. Go ahead.
I know it is. I know it is, Chef. So it's already wrong.
So all right, well, show me. Show me it's wrong.
Sherman report is not wrong. Anybody saying it's wrong is in denial.
I just want him to show me. I just want him to show me the correct information.
The fact that I can identify where you got that from should tell you.
Show me. It shows me that you know you full of shit. So show me the correct information.
Hold on, I'm finna tell you. I'm finna tell you how to do it.
Show me. Don't tell me.
Listen.
Why you trying to tell me things?
Go on the wiki.
I'm a visual guy. I like visuals. I'm a visual dude. Can you show me?
I'm trying to tell you how to do it.
So you can't show me. Just say no. Just say no. Just say no. I can't show you. See, I can tell you some things, but I can't show you. Say that.
It ain't my fault.
Say that. Can you just say that? Can you say that? And I'll be quiet and I'll let you go ahead and just run your mouth. Because that's all you want to do.
This is crazy. You are still talking, but I'm trying to tell you.
Right, because you're not showing me anything. I asked you to show me something. You're talking.
So you know how to find that source, didn't you? I'm trying to
tell you. Show me. Drop the link. Drop the link. Drop the link. You don't got a computer. You don't got a computer. Okay, drop the link. Drop the link, and I'll share the screen.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to tell you. How?
Okay, do that. Do that. Drop the link, and I'll share the screen.
Yeah. I'm telling you how you can do it. You got a computer. Go
drop the link. Drop the link. I'm not about to go fishing for your source. Drop the link to the source in the private chat, and I'll click on it and I'll share the screen, and we can go.
Only thing you got to do is go to 2000.
Why do I got to do it? Why I got to do your work for you?
Because evidently you don't know that it's faulty, brother.
I don't. So I'm asking you to show me, and you put me through hula hoops. I got to answer this question.
You didn't show me.
Then I got to look up your source. I got to do all this instead of you just sharing your screen.
Show me what you was reading.
Do you have the ability to share your screen?
No, you didn't share your screen.
You don't have the ability to share your screen.
No, I don't.
My screen share was up right here. Nobody shared it. I don't have the power to share it, but my screen share is right there, still saying
I didn't see it. Is what I'm saying.
I'm letting you know.
Okay, well, I'm
just letting you know. I did try to share it. It's still sitting there. I tried to share it, but nobody hit. I don't got the ability to hit the button.
Okay, that's cool.
Okay, but that's either here or there. You said the information is wrong though.
Okay,
so I'm going to go. Can you show me the correct information?
Okay, now I'm going to tell you the correct information. The Suleiman report was based on mummies that were based on only New Kingdom in one area in one cemetery in North Africa. That does not represent the totality of that civilization. They left off 2,000 years of the history of Egypt. With dating of that particular mummies from that study, that's why it is wrong. So I don't.
They say you again. You can't show me nothing. You just give me your opinion. So you can't show me nothing. You can just give me your opinion. Like I said, you could just say no in the beginning. You could just say no in the beginning when I first said you just gonna give me your opinion. You could just say I just gonna give you my opinion.
This is the opinion of.
That's what you just did. You just gave me your opinion. You ain't sourced up nothing. You just gave me your opinion.
I'm telling you, brother.
I think I like Psychopathias.
I don't have to do what
Psychopathias. I think I like him.
Yeah, he's an idiot like you. So
I'm an idiot. It makes sense. I'll be whatever. I know this much. I'm not just giving my opinions up on here. I'm actually spitting facts. You're the one who want to give the opinions up on here. Idiot.
Psychopathias is real, just like Jeff and Corey.
You're the only idiot up here stating your opinions as facts. How are you stating your opinions as facts? You're not an expert. You're not an expert. You ain't got no experts to co-sign nothing you're saying. You ain't got no experts to co-sign nothing you're saying. You're just giving me your worthless ass opinion. That's what you're giving me. Your worthless opinion. That's all you're giving me. That's it.
Just my opinion.
And that's cool. I mean, everybody got an opinion. You give me your opinion, but what you ain't going to do is convince me that your opinion is a fact. You got to show
But
me.
hold on, y'all. Real quick though. Psychopathy. Hold on, James. Okay, y'all gonna go back and forth.
Break out, Chief. So let me go.
Okay, break out.
Yeah,
Psychopathy.
Let me finish out before, so I can break up out of here like you always.
Okay, go ahead, bro.
I don't understand.
It's too hot up in here. I get it.
No. I hope
he only feel comfortable on Smash.
Yeah, you gotta only when they're agreeing with him.
Let me finish talking because I'm getting ready to leave. But I hope, Chef, this is really detrimental to your particular intelligence. I hope that you're more intelligent to sit up here, and I know you know about the Schuleman report, and I know you know about the refutation of it. Why are you sitting on here acting like you ain't never heard the refutation from the Schuleman report before? Why would you even let them get that off? See, that's what I'm talking about. Y'all not having integrity. We've been dealing with this same information for over 2-3 years. Y'all know that the Schuleman report has been refuted, but y'all still throw this out.
Show me. 4, 5, I asked you to show me. I gave you a chance to show me. I gave you a chance to show me. I asked you to show me like 10 times.
I'm not even talking to you no more, homie.
Right, I know, because I'm asking you to show and prove. I know. You just want to run your mouth. You don't want to show and prove nothing. You want to say it's been refuted without showing me. And you just want me to believe you. And you just want me to believe you. Like I'm an idiot. You want me to be an idiot like you and just believe you. I don't believe you, dog. You gotta show me. I don't believe you. You gotta show me. Show me.
It says the 2017 Schuleman study, which analyzed ancient Egyptian DNA from mummies at Abu Sir El Malik, has faced some criticism, but has not been entirely refuted. The study found that ancient Egyptians were genetically more closely related to Near Eastern populations than to modern Egyptians, who show more sub-Saharan African ancestry, right? However, subsequent critiques have highlighted several limitations. The size of the sample size and geographic focus, interpretations of sub-Saharan African ancestry by Soy Kiyata, methodological concerns. It says, despite these critiques, the study remains significant for providing the first successful extractions of ancient Egyptian genome-wide data, but its conclusions about population history continues to be debated and refined by further research.
So that's what they're saying.
So it's not refuted. So it's not refuted. Basically, you got some Afrocentrics that's trying to push back on it, but it's not refuted.
You crazy? So hold on, let me ask you. This is the example that Christopher Eric gave. He said that would be just like the people in Boston claiming that they always was indigenous to America when we know that they got here 300 years ago. That's what he said. 300 years. That is that test that they did was the equivalent of that. He's way more qualified than whatever your name is, psychopathic atheist or whatever you.
Well, what about the 18th dynasty mummies that we got genetic data from?
Well, that shows integration, but they're still 90% African at that point.
What does that mean?
90%.
I said, what African? What kind of African? What kind of African?
Do y'all even?
So here's the thing. Here's the thing. Psychopathists argue based on facts and reality. Pan-African James argue off his belief and emotions. This is the difference.
Right. So let me start putting up some damn facts for y'all then, since y'all want to talk.
Real quick, one more thing. I thought you was leaving, James.
Watch when I start, because see, now you sitting up talking. When I start putting up facts,
well, why can't we all talk?
Done. See what I'm saying?
We ain't put no facts yet.
If I put up some facts, y'all gonna act like y'all done.
Okay, we'll just pull them up. We'll wait. Real quick. Now, why you pulling them up? Why you pulling your facts up? Let me just say this.
I'm gonna go to my all-time motherfucking favorite. Watch.
Please.
Okay, do that. Take your time. Be quiet while we finish talking. Real quick, Sheffrin, I want to read this real quick. I have to read this. Corey and Chef, I have to read this. It's very important. This sums up about this influence of the Horn. I asked the question in ChatGPT: was the Horn of Africa influences by Yemen and Saudi Arabia? It says yes, the Horn of Africa has historically been influenced by regions like Yemen and Saudi Arabia, largely due to their geographic proximity across the Red Sea and the Gulf of Aden. These interactions occurred over thousands of years and involved trade, migration, religion, and culture. This is why Dr. Ben claims Yemen and Ethiopia and Horn of Africa.
Yeah. How about this?
So I didn't make that up by Sonic. That's just the reality.
No. Chief X, the thing is, I want to get along with you, but the thing is,
no, it's fine. You don't have to. I'm just kicking it. I'm just stating some reality.
Can you let me speak?
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead. Relax. Go ahead.
And I am relaxed. The thing is,
go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
Why can't I even get a sentence out without you saying, "Go ahead, bro"?
Go ahead.
Relax. See,
do y'all know y'all agitating each other?
No. Okay. Let me speak, bro. Sheffrin, my normal personality is way back chill. The thing is, when I come on to chat with certain people, I understand that I'm going to be run over unless I amplify myself and I become erratic and act like
boss up on them. Boss up on them.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
Boss up on these.
No, but so the thing is, I'll be honest. I amplify myself and I act kind of crazy and stupid just so that I can be heard. But my whole point is, at the end of the day, linguistically, genetically, we're not those people. Religiously, we have been influenced, but in a peaceful manner. We never got dominated like that. So therefore, you can laugh all you want. But but the thing is, you don't want to read the material.
Why does influence have to have a negative connotation?
I know I'm not making a cultural argument.
Why does getting influence back and forth influence for one another does not mean one conquered the other
and dominated?
That happened in East Africa, where certain people got forced to convert to certain religion. So I have to show appreciation.
Yeah, that's a cultural
but
argument.
That was neither.
Yeah,
that was neither here nor there. No one even alleged. Even attempted to allege that.
Am I given a reason to be interrupted?
He's just clearing it up. He's just making sure y'all know who y'all fucking with. Go ahead, Asani.
Certain groups were influenced early on, and other groups were by force later on when it comes to the religion part. However, when I say my language is actually from the region, when I say my genetic breakdown, you all of a sudden get confused and you don't know how to answer and you want to fight because you want to prove a subjective point of view to other people. What I'm trying to say to you is this.
To what region? What region was you talking about?
I feel like language is a bad. I feel like linguistics is a bad argument when having these discussions because linguistics really
anybody can speak anything.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm over here speaking English.
Okay, okay, I understand that.
Am I English?
No, I understand that, Sheffin. How do I speak to one person so you can understand my point of view?
I'm listening, bro.
I understand that influence. I understand the fact why you speak English. I understand that you do speak that language, but you don't get the fact that my people have been speaking their language for a very, very, very long time. So every population group is not the same. Why doesn't that make sense?
It does.
That's what we're trying to tell y'all. Every population
to clarify more, the Horners have more Arabian ancestry than North African and Egyptian ancestry.
Bro, how?
You don't have to respond to everything. I'm just talking to the audience. Relax.
You can talk to the audience. Let me talk to the audience too.
Yeah, you're not ancient Egyptian, bro.
No. Okay. Oh my god. Oh my god, bro. Okay, check this out. You're not listening.
He's just agitating you. I saw niggas not. It's just a joke, bro. It's like when we tell James and them they not Egyptian, man. Come on, man. Go ahead.
If I don't act up like this, then I'm gonna come off as like a soft person who's just saying, okay, you know what I mean? Because my normal personality is chill. So at the end of the day, I have to play to this. This is YouTube. How am I supposed to make it entertaining unless I act up and, contribute in some way?
Do you, bro?
Okay, so let me do this.
Have fun.
Thank you. That's what I'm trying to say.
This is the fun channel. Get your shit on.
okay. But bro, okay, check this out. We don't have Yemeni ancestry, DNA, none of that shit. Excuse my language.
Who
Okay?
claimed that?
No, yo, bro.
I'm claiming it, but go ahead.
Okay, you're claiming it, right?
Yeah.
But you're not listening to me. I want you to listen to this
I'm listening.
carefully, okay? E1B1B EV12 is North African. The offshoot paternally from EV12 is EV32. That would be the Horn of Africa. That is where the West Asian DNA comes from. The rest of it is Proto-Nilotic, and which would be the Nubian region.
You just said you got it.
What's the distance between there?
He just
said. See, Fetty made a comment. He was correctly. What he's doing is he's connecting himself from a distant time of 20,000 years ago.
Bro,
that's what I'm trying to figure out. Where the hell?
We was all in East Africa. We was all in East Africa 20,000 years ago.
Bro. Yeah, but the conclusion says the Horn of Africa has been deeply influenced by its interactions with Yemen and Saudi Arabia. These connections have shaped the region's language, culture, religion, and even its genetic makeup over millennia.
We know this.
Bro,
back 70,000 years ago, the proto-humans.
That's why they look different.
It's like, bro,
you saying about the
East Africans got different look to them.
Bro, it's not 20,000 years ago. You're getting cooked right now. Bro, what the hell?
You got that Arab blood. That's why Egypt is only 17% Arab.
Chief X, all due respect, you're being recorded right now. Your homeboy, Chief. Look, Shakir is disagreeing with you. And he's North African.
That's fine. I love Shakir. Me and Shakir cool.
He disagrees with you right now.
That's fine. That's okay.
I don't have Arab blood. That's the thing.
I said you and Shakir got Arab blood.
Have you took your DNA test? Have you took your DNA test?
The thing is, I have taken a DNA test. I have no Arab in me. So why aren't you listening to me when I tell you about my people?
You got Western Asian in you.
From what genetics? Where does it come from? I just told you right now.
It comes from
ancient North Africa. It comes from ancient North Africa.
Is it Western Asian?
At what time?
Is it Western Asian? Hold on. Is it Western Asian?
Bro, the thing is, this is the thing. You guys are white. You guys are white Egypt, and others are black Egypt. And I'm trying to tell you, you're both wrong.
Horners are mulattoes. Let's just be real.
North Africans not white. I don't call them white.
No, North Africans ain't white.
Horners are mulattoes. Let's just be real.
Look what Shakir is saying right now.
He said he
from Egypt mainly.
Okay. Y'all got Arab blood in y'all though. So
yeah, he keeps putting jackets on you about invaders and white. Now, yeah, you do sound like a Egyptomaniac because Egyptomaniacs talk that y'all think Egypt is white and talk about invaders and everything else. You sound like a Egyptomaniac. You saying you're not coming from that position, but your talking points is all that.
No, Cycle. Listen to me carefully. Modern Egyptians are the closest people to ancient Egyptians. I find it disrespectful when people try to remove them from the continent. They have West Asian DNA. They are close to the Levant. They are very like the Palestinians, and they are more like the Yemenis when you look at the modern day. The thing is, people from the outside don't get this.
Modern Egyptians and Yemenis?
I ain't never heard that.
Bro, like the Natufian ancestors. This is how I know you don't read. Bro, what
Lord have mercy.
So your people got West Asian DNA, and the Egyptians got Yemeni DNA.
They got West Asian DNA. The Yemenis have also Natufian DNA, which is West Asian, which the freaking Egyptians have. Bro,
how long ago?
I can't. How long ago is that? I'm so sorry for you guys, man.
It's the same thing as saying us West Africans are related to Ramses because people are hanging on a 45,000-year-old haplogroup.
I blame America.
I don't subscribe to that. Yeah.
There's a 40,000-year-old haplogroup that African Americans is hanging on to from some Ramses crap.
So when Ngozi pop out with the 23,000, you should be saying the same.
So listen, James. It's do Horn Africans have ancient Western Asian DNA? ChatGPT says yes. Populations in the Horn of Africa do carry ancient Western Asian Near Eastern genetic components reflecting a long history of interaction between the two regions. Several factors, including migrations, trade, and cultural exchange, have contributed to the genetic makeup of Horn Africans. What is you saying, Asani?
He's saying that the genetics jumped over his tribe. No, for real. I'm just basically what he's saying.
Listen, I got white in me, right? It happened, right? People mix.
Yeah.
Chef said it happened.
Yeah, I agree with you this time.
Yo, it's like you just came to the reality.
You trying to say they got some of that over there too.
Yo, he said
they do. They got a lot of Asian admixture in East Africa.
Yes.
Yo,
no, I ain't saying that they don't. But
watch this. Watch
he
this.
keep emphasizing
This
Western Asian though.
Sonic, I got European DNA in me. Can you believe I'm saying that?
Hey, Chef Ron, you know one thing that's crazy, Chef Ron? The Ethiopia was the last country on planet Earth to abolish slavery.
Go attack Ethiopia. Go ahead. Like, what are you discussing?
Them horning motherfuckers.
Shakir straight up.
Enslaving Nilotics. They were the last people on planet Earth. People say it was 1971 when they finally stopped. When they finally abolished and stopped enslaving folk.
You don't understand.
And they was enslaving black folk.
I gotta laugh. You don't understand the nuances. Like, what am I supposed to say to you?
Let's just expose it all.
Expose what?
Them Caucasians.
Them horners ain't never been on our side.
Them Caucasians was enslaving them.
If we just been real about it. A Somalian and Ethiopian right now, there's videos in mine. They'll say we ain't no Africans.
Yeah.
We ain't no. I got videos I post. Them Somalians and Ethiopians and horners say we ain't no Africans, and they was the last people to abolish slavery.
What has this conversation turned into?
Well, they like Puerto Rican.
We just being real right now.
What are you being real about? I think you need to study a little.
Don't be trying to side with me and my plight.
Side with you and your plight.
Yeah, you try. Sometimes you do that though. Sometimes you be on point, but sometimes you act like you better than the rest of Sub-Saharan Africa.
What do you mean better?
Sometimes you give this air, as I'm saying. But you cool though. We good.
Are you serious right now?
We good.
Are you serious? The thing is, I understand geopolitics.
I'm dead fucking serious.
I understand population groups.
Well, goddamn it, I'm glad
when
y'all
I come
finally
on
came
here,
home tonight.
Like, what the hell? You're giving me a reason
James,
to say,
James, we're not agreeing with you, James. Trust me.
Y'all is. Y'all done finally seen the damn light tonight. This is beautiful.
Yeah, James, you make me want to say, get him, James. That's right.
We just talking shit. I'm just talking a little shit, but I'm talking some real shit. But I'm talking shit.
You're talking shit.
Let me read this. Put this on the screen, Chef. Let me read this.
I'm gonna do a presentation on who was the last to abolish slavery. And people gonna be like,
put it up, Logic.
You do that. I'm not gonna watch
Actually, I think you got it. Because when I my computer died and I had to get on my phone, I think you got it.
I ain't got it.
Oh man, y'all hating on.
I didn't even click the button.
Hold on.
Because I can't share.
Hold on. Let me read it real quick.
Me and Shakir disagree. Me and Shakir agree on 90% of things. Me and Shakir cool.
He agrees with me tonight 100%. He agrees with me tonight 100%.
Whatever.
How does that make you feel?
Whatever.
Shakir agrees with me 100% tonight.
Whatever. You've been talking too much shit.
Y'all gonna have to let me share this. Some of y'all need to figure
passive
this out.
aggressive ass.
And we're both African.
Passive aggressive. You over there was siding with Ankh just last week.
What do you mean we're siding with Ankh? The thing is,
you was over on Ankh show siding with him last week.
I'm allowed to go to
you wasn't. I started.
He was over there against me siding with Ankh. And trying to clown me because I made an apology. Niggas trying to shame people for making apologies.
We didn't get you for that.
And Sonic was on that shit.
We owe you one for that.
You did fuck that up, Chief X.
Exactly.
I did. That's what I'm saying. I agree. I fucked it up, and I apologize.
You know we gotta get you. You know we gotta get you, right?
Yeah.
I hope you know we gotta get you.
Give me a pass, Corey, man.
I can't. We can't. We got. It ain't gonna look good on the community. You know what I mean? If we don't get you.
Chief X, you said that's what I always been saying.
What?
What have you always been saying?
Well, look here, Reggie went live on my ass, right? I'm gonna tell you why. Reggie went live on my ass. I said I'm gonna put this shit on private and fuck up his presentation. As soon as I did, it fucked up his presentation. That's why I put it on private.
Yeah, Larry. That's
Well,
what
let me read this source. I want to see what you got to say about this. I know y'all love Chat GPT, so let me read and see what y'all gonna say about this.
Well,
shit.
people who hate the truth hate ChatGPT.
Okay, now watch this. Watch this. So watch this.
You gonna see it coming when we get you.
You gonna hit me with the left hook, Corey?
You gonna think we forgot? You gonna think we forgot?
You gonna hit me with the left hook, Corey?
Oh yeah.
Check this out. It says, what percentage of modern East Africans is E1B1A? It says, while exact percentages back. Yeah, watch. He said, oh, Lord. He don't even want to hear this shit.
Get me, James.
So it says, while exact percentage vary depending on the specific East African population study, a significant portion of modern East Africans carry the haplogroup. Carry the E1B1A haplogroup, with estimated often falling within the range of 50 to 80% across the different East African communities. So they saying that E1B1A in modern East Africans is at a 50 to 80%. Can y'all see this?
Mm-hmm.
So y'all said that E1B1A was not in East Africa. But they saying that E1B1A is in East Africa at a 50 to 80% across the different East African communities. It says this haplogroup is considered one of the most prevalent in the region. It says key points to remember: high prevalence. E1B1A is a major Y chromosome haplogroup in East Africa, reaching high frequencies in many populations. So what I'm saying is, y'all said that E1B1A was not in East
we
Africa.
didn't. We ain't nobody never say that.
Hold on.
Bro, you
Slow
just
down.
made that up.
Slow down. Hold on. Let me be clear. I'm not talking about maybe the people that's on this panel in particular.
Oh, so you're making another
argument. Hold on.
Okay.
So yeah, but y'all agree with Ngozi when he parses it out and says the E1B1A is only in West Africa.
No, but you know what that's saying?
Now,
hold on. It's talking about sub-Saharan populations like in Kenya, right? And in Ethiopia, the Bantu expansion. There are Bantu, Niger, what would you call it? Niger Congo populations in East Africa. I've never heard nobody say, but they not all the way up there in Egypt. That's what we're saying. No sub-Saharan Africans are up in Egypt up in North Africa.
What did you say about North Africa?
So what do you think? Hold up.
I'm with you.
Okay, so hold on. Just say that
he agreed with us.
Did he say that they don't have no sub-Saharan Africans in Egypt, though? Is that what he just said?
No, he said that we're not up there in high frequency.
You know what I'm saying? You gotta listen better.
Yeah, I'm with you, bro. You just thank you for that, James.
And I can we can use nothing else.
You ought to stay right there forever.
You can prompt
stay right there.
You can prompt it and get specific and ask it what is the amount of E1B1A in Egypt, or what is the amount of E1B1A in Sudan. You can get
anytime I hear about it, and it'll tell anytime somebody starts saying E1B1A, I know it's some bullshit coming.
Yeah, I know, because y'all kept saying that E1B1A had disappeared.
Nobody said anything. We didn't mention.
Man, don't make me pull up no.
We didn't mention haplogroups tonight.
Y'all know I will do.
I don't remember mentioning haplogroups tonight.
I don't even understand that shit.
Yeah, okay, right. I'm just trying to clear some old.
So you fighting with Ngozi right now?
Okay, well, hold up. Let me do another prompt since y'all want to. Since y'all think since y'all say that y'all don't. Hold up. Let me do another prompt. It says, "Watch this one."
What does it say about North Africans though?
Hold on. Watch this. I'm gonna share this one with y'all. Can y'all
show what it says about North Africans? What they have?
I wish I could figure out how to share my damn screen.
James, just say you're gonna stay. You're not leaving.
No, hold on. Let me just share this last little source with y'all. This was for Unc and y'all. I know y'all got problems with Unc right now.
Fighting with people ain't even in here right now. Though.
James, get him.
I want y'all to read this.
Read this.
I think they going to show Cindy.
Watch this. Hold up. This is the prompt. Are black people indigenous to Africa? Guess what it says? Yes. Black people are considered indigenous to Africa. Huh?
Who's making that argument?
Who the hell said, bro?
You are really making straw man arguments. You're making straw man arguments. Nobody
they saying that it ain't no such thing as black people.
Oh, you talking about
who's they?
Oh, okay.
That's what I'm saying.
You arguing with people that ain't here.
Hold on, but listen to who they associate the black people to: indigenous Africans.
Yeah.
So this is the word that he's using. I only deal with indigenous, but these is black people.
Everybody in Africa is indigenous Africans. All 54 countries. What's the big deal?
Black people ain't the only people that.
Why do you guys keep saying indigenous Africans? Like every country in all 54 countries in Africa are indigenous Africans. Why is that a big deal?
Yeah, exactly. Black people ain't the only people. Black people ain't the only people that's indigenous to Africa. North Africans also indigenous to Africa.
No, they aren't. No, they're not.
Yes, they are. Punch it the same. Keep the same search you just used. Wait, watch this bias. Watch this bias. Put in the same search bar you just used. Use the same chat GPT and ask them is North Africans indigenous to Africa and see what it says. And watch the bias.
To James,
watch the bias.
You're right. Psychopathist is right. But to James, indigenous African means black. He don't think North Africans are indigenous. This is a crazy thing about it, because he wants control of the whole continent. He don't want nobody who is genetic, who has a different phenotype than him, to have any credit in Africa.
Man, did you fucking?
But then they talk about the diversity of Africa. They talk about how diverse.
Yeah,
the diversity of Africa is the people that's indigenous to the continent. The people that's not indigenous to the continent have the least.
They are indigenous. They've been there for thousands of years.
They have the same genetic diversity as non-Africans.
They've been there for thousands of years. How are they not indigenous?
Okay, so James, that's why I asked the question. Name a North African tribe in the history of mankind that was Negroid. Name one.
Well, you have the Berbers. They was
Berbers are what they are today.
Negroes?
Man,
Berbers aren't Negroids.
Man, is you crazy? The original Berbers were there before. The original Berbers were there before the back migration of Eurasians. What are you talking about?
No.
Man, I bet you.
This is why you cannot name an indigenous Negroid tribe of North Africa.
Type in what is type in indigenous African wiki right now.
Berbers did not originate in Africa. They're
gonna have a list of tribes and people that is indigenous to Africa. So
do you know how close Southern Europe is to North Africa? Greece, you know how you can swim from damn Greece to North Africa?
That don't got nothing to do with
Yeah, people in the Mediterranean basin are close to North Africa. They've been going in and out of there forever. People in Spain been going in and out of Morocco forever.
No, they haven't.
Negroids haven't.
No, they haven't.
This is crazy.
So watch this. If I show you that everything you just said, we can go from each.
You gonna show us something?
Chronological order. We can go in order of each population that you're talking about from 15,000 years. They're gonna be black and Neanderthal DNA. They're gonna be highly sub-Saharan African in each motherfucking study that I pull up. So don't do that. Because I'm gonna pull up the
North Africa. You gonna say
I'm gonna pull up the sources. I can do it right now.
You gonna pull up sources that the North Africans are highly melanated.
No, I'm talking about at the time frame that I'm going to be talking about 15,000 years ago. Yes, that's what's going to be going on.
15,000 years ago, that's before the pyramids.
So who you think was in the Green
That's before
Sahara?
the pyramids. You talking about, right? You talking about before the pyramids.
Who do y'all think was in the Green Sahara?
So the Green Sahara is older than 15,000 years.
No, but
I mean, you said 15,000. You said 1,500. Excuse me.
Yeah, well, you would estimate that even in that 15,000 year range, it was still green. It didn't start.
It might have been green in 15,000.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So who do you think was up there?
It had Eurasian population at that time as well, bro. I'm sorry to say.
Populated with a bunch of different people. Like I said,
brother. Look, let me show you something.
It had a Eurasian population in that region at the same time.
The stuff that y'all be doing is incredible, bro, because y'all don't really be knowing what y'all be talking about. And then when somebody start pulling up
the pyramids built when the Sahara was green?
No.
Okay, so we can. So who was there when the Sahara dried up?
Who was there when the Sahara dried up? Who was where?
North Africa, Egypt, Morocco.
Well, when the Sahara dries up, the people that's in the Green Sahara, which I don't think that these are non-Africans at this particular point, they migrate to where water is. Wherever the water source.
Who was in North Africa? Yeah, so we agree. That wasn't North Africa. So who was in North Africa? We agreed that the black people followed the story.
So you talking about once it starts once the desertification starts, the people that get stuck up in those pockets are indigenous Africans in the beginning. The back migration of those Eurasians don't start, and it's documented at 3,000 years.
Right. After the Green, now, do we agree that it's after the Green Sahara? When the back migration happened, it's after the Green Sahara? Do we agree with that?
Yes.
Okay, here's the common sense thing about the Green Sahara. When the Green Sahara dried up, people who were in the southern part of the Green Sahara are probably in West Africa. People who are in the northern part of the Green Sahara are which makes up North Africans today. It's not complicated.
So they never left, huh?
This is why Egyptians made up people who were in the western desert. Listen, real quick. People in the western desert end up populating the Nile Valley.
So they just stayed in the desert.
No, that's right. So people who are on the total west side of the Green Sahara make up the people who were in like Mauritania and stuff like that. It's not that complicated. The people in North Africa today are the people who were in the northern part of the Green Sahara. It's not rocket science. There are 4 directions. There's north, south, east, and west. People moved in their own directions, north, south, east, and west. So people in the western part of the Sahara went to West Africa. People in the northern part of the Green Sahara went to North Africa, and those are the Berber people.
Correct.
It's not rocket science, people.
So you saying the people that's in North Africa was the Berbers?
Berber people are in North Africa. They call them the Maghreb. They've been there forever. Even Dr. Soy Kita has said the same thing. Dr. Soy Kita said these people have been there for 60,000 years.
Yeah, these are
I say 30,000 to give you cats a reprieve, but Soy Kita say 60,000 years.
That's longer than I would give them, but yeah.
It's not rocket science. It's a diverse continent.
Yeah, but do you know that they can measure when the diversity of Eurasians come back into Africa? Do you acknowledge?
You're talking about people who are in the mix of Europe and Asia. I'm just talking about people in North Africa right now. When it dried up, people dispersed 4 different directions.
Okay, so now hold on, Chief. Okay, so we getting somewhere. Hold up. So you saying that they dispersed them, but they was indigenous Africans, right?
People in North Africa are indigenous Africans.
Okay, so now you talking about just the Berber. So what about these people that come in with this Eurasian DNA and
these are later migrations in different areas and different geographical areas.
I'm just trying to make sure, because this is incredible to me that you understand this at this point. This is incredible. So
I got presentations. All I'm saying is Egypt and people in North Africa, people have been migrating out and back in, out and back in, out and back in. This is why North Africans have more Neanderthal DNA than Sub-Saharan Africans. Sub-Saharan Africans don't have Neanderthal DNA because they weren't migrating out admixing with Neanderthals. North Africans were.
Okay, shit, Chief X, sound like you sounded like me now.
Right, so what I'm saying is if North Africa, listen, this is common sense. If North Africans have more Neanderthal DNA than Sub-Saharan Africans, it's because it's them who are migrating out and in admixing with Neanderthals.
Okay, so at what point would you? Okay, so you saying that at the beginning they was indigenous African Berbers. So at what point do you start to get with?
Who you talking about, the Berbers?
Yeah, I'm talking to Chief X. No, we talking about them because he's identifying them. At what point do you say that they genetically become non-African when they get to 70%?
I'm not talking about no percentage. I don't know what you're talking about right now. That's
okay.
a complicated. That's a complex subject.
Hold up, didn't you take a DNA test?
Yes, I'm West Central African.
Okay, so bam. So it's not that complicated because you know by percentages, and you just said that earlier. You know exact percentages to know what your.
We're talking about different time frames and different periods.
Okay, so, but I'm trying to ask you, at what scale would you say somebody becomes non-African? What in their genetic?
Oh, you mean what's the cutoff? Well,
yeah.
Everybody got a different cutoff.
Well, what is this cutoff point? Like
my people in my people in West Central Africa did not migrate out of Africa ever.
Okay, we got that.
We were hunter-gatherers. We were hunter-gatherers in West and Central Africa who came out of the southern part of the Green Sahara. Also, people coming out of the Bantu expansion. We never migrated out of Africa. My people.
We know that, Chief X.
Okay.
We talking about.
So this is just so you understand, though. If you really take a look at it, people outside of sub-Saharan Africa, people outside of the continent of Africa, black folk or people who would look similar to Negroids are only maybe at best 4% outside of Africa. You're talking about China, Japan, the Caucasus, all that. These people are not black folk. Black folk can only be found in places like maybe Melanesia, you know what I mean? Small pockets, you know, Adam and his island, who only 400 people. We're not outside of Africa. Outside of Africa, we're only about 5% of the population.
I don't know about that percentage.
I think he's talking about the North Africans.
Brazil got a large.
He's making a kind of like
Psychopath, I get what you said, but when we took a look at the bigger picture, just say for instance, outside Africa, Turkey, Saudi Arabia, Iran, Kazakhstan, Uzbekistan, Mongolia, China, Pakistan, India, Thailand, Burma, Vietnamese, Chinese, Japanese. You were only about 4% of that population outside of Africa. That means sub-Saharan Africans, black folk, were not migrating out of Africa like North Africans, the rest of the world. We are barely outside.
Oh yeah, I agree with that. He's talking about the back migration, though. He's talking about because he's trying to figure out. He's trying to figure out like at what point all the admixture that was going on through the Horn and everything else. At what point were these people no longer black? I think that's what he's trying to say.
Yeah, he was. I was just getting on the broad. You're right. You're right.
He tried to dodge.
No, I didn't dodge it. But I answered that. You just weren't listening. The answer was those people who are in North Africa right now, more than likely, migrated from the northern part of the Green Sahara. That's all I'm saying.
Through the Levant. You're talking through the Levant.
He's not going to answer the question. Let's leave it alone.
No, I think you.
Me personally, I don't count mulattoes as black. Me personally, I don't count mulattoes as black. And
right.
There was a lot of admixture going on over there, kind of like Creole culture type thing going on over there. Well, and yeah, they started becoming different, you know.
Well, what is a mulatto to you, Psychopath? Let me ask you. What is a mulatto to you, bro?
It goes by percentages. So let's just say if
it don't go by percentages, James.
Yes, it does. That's exactly how this works. So let me say, okay, my genetic makeup, I'm 91.8% African, right? If I was
no, don't say African. Say West Central African.
No, I'm just
because you're not North African.
Yeah, I'm probably you
have to be specific.
Okay, West and Central Africa for Chief X's.
No, for reality purposes.
Okay, so yeah, West and Central Africa. I'm 91.8%.
Thanks for representing.
But that really doesn't matter because I'm in opposition of European DNA, and my Native American DNA is what I was making contrast in my overall pie. I can get Pacific and go to regions and all that if I want to. But I'm talking about what it's in opposition.
Well, it kind of matters in this conversation.
Okay, no. I'm going to show you how. Because if I was 91% European and 5% sub-Saharan African, then what would I look
You'd be a white boy.
That's what I'm trying to explain to y'all. So percentages matter.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay, so
in that context, in that context.
Okay, so now on the left, okay, so we can start to do this with people like Kamala Harris. We can do this with Barack Obama.
It's a gradient.
Hold on.
It's a gradient and it's
what do they
subjective,
look
so it
like?
ain't gonna be one aligned.
No. I'm talking about you can do this in genetics to see.
No, you arguing about what do they look like, not where the mix happened.
What are you talking about? No, I'm talking about going inside their genetics, and we could measure it. Like what was she telling us that she's and we know that she's.
I feel what you're saying. We can't go back in time. We can't go back in time and give all them DNA tests. I feel where you're going with this,
but you can go off in Kamala Harris' DNA, and she can take a test, and she can tell us exactly what her DNA is if she wanted.
Right.
Kamala Harris is 25% sub-Saharan African.
That's crazy. How you know?
Because her mama is from India and her daddy is biracial.
Right.
He's a Jamaican, but her daddy is a biracial.
Okay.
Right.
It's just like Creole people in Right. Creole people in Louisiana is basically a mix of French and sub-Saharan Africans.
And European French, yeah.
Yeah, well, do you know what I'm saying? I'm just talking about the exact unit of measure that we can do with our genomes today.
No, you're trying to make up some standard that,
I'm not making up nothing.
Use.
You can, yes. So how do I know my exact genetic makeup, D?
Okay, so if you are listen for a second. Listen for 1 second. If you're applying that to sub-Saharan Africans, it would make a lot more sense. But you're trying to apply it to a group of people who have noted to be involved in the back migration for over 50,000 years. The Neanderthals died out like over 55,000 years ago. So whatever mixing that they would have done with the Neanderthal would have happened over 50,000 years ago, right? So it wasn't like they just left and made it with a Neanderthal and then came right back. So you're talking about a place where people have been coming in and out of for thousands of years, or at least 50,000 years. So they are carrying that marker in, back out, back in, back out, and they're doing it over and over and over again. And that is just the reality of that area. That's what that northeast African corridor looks like.
I'm glad you said that, because a lot of people get the out of Africa. A lot of people get the out of Africa theory a little bit mixed up. They think it was only one migration out of Africa when it was multiple migrations out of Africa, and then you had the back migration that happened. And the original modern humans are at best 300,000 years old, and the back migration happened, like I said, 30 to 15,000 years ago. So we talking about hundreds of thousands of years they gone, and then they come back. They are not the same people when they come back. Whatever left out of Africa when they first left was not the same people when they came back. They ran into other primitive humans like the Denisovians and Neanderthals, all kinds of admixture going on. Evolution took place, based on region and climate and everything. And they was not the same people when they came back. People act like they went out there looking like Wesley Snipes, and they came back looking like Wesley Snipes. That's not how that went down.
Yeah.
Okay, so let me share my screen real quick. Logic. Let me share my screen real quick. I want to show my personal DNA in opposition to somebody that's maybe 4 generations down in my family tree. Watch this. Y'all gonna trip out. What's going on?
Why ain't letting me share my screen?
Bam, there you go. Okay, there you go, right there.
You up right quick.
But check this out. Y'all see this? This is me right here on the left. On the right hand side, this is somebody. What is his name? Jesse. We just gonna leave it at that.
Somebody you related to?
He's like
probably like the 8th cousin.
Man, I think it used to be 4 generations back. But look at this. Look. He says that. Look, it say I'm 5.3% European, right? It said this man is 99.5% European. Can y'all see what he look like in here in that little circle right there?
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? So this is the exact precise unit.
No, we can't see that little shit.
Okay, well, hold on. Let me see if I can.
I've seen the picture before, so I know what I'm looking at.
Okay, can y'all see it a little bit better now?
Yeah, I see it.
Okay, so bam. This is what I'm saying, y'all. At this point, we're using precise unit of measure. Let me go back so we can.
The hell kind of picture you got up there?
I feel you and all that.
That was during COVID, bro. So anyway, check this out.
How do we do this with the ancient people, though? Is what I'm saying. Like, this is something we can do with us, but how do we do this with the ancient people?
Well, it's hard to do it with ancient people because they lack a lot of ancient DNA in Africa, but they do have sample.
Because they gotta have sample sizes, right? You got to get through the genome, everything of all ancient people, not just Africa, right?
Okay, but look at this. This man is 99.5% European. I'm only 5% European, so I'm 91% sub-Saharan African, and he's only 0.3% sub-Saharan.
He ain't have a lot of. He got very little admin.
Look at this shit. He ain't got nothing. See, all this is me. I'm indigenous American.
I don't know why y'all use outlier stuff for examples.
So are you trying to figure out how the numbers are like that? Wait. Are you trying to figure out are you trying to figure out how the numbers are like that? Is that what you're asking? Or are you?
No, what I'm telling you, we already using the precise unit of measure for people to understand this. It ain't no more guesswork. Y'all sitting up here acting like you guessing at this point.
Well, we can't do that with the ancient people is what we're saying.
Yes, you can, because we have ancient samples like using Mota. That is what they use to date the back migration of Eurasian at 3000 BCE. Hold on, let me pull up this paper. See, that's what I'm saying. Hold up, let me pull up this paper. Let me stop sharing my. Did I stop sharing my screen? Right?
I ain't gonna lie. I'd have ended this a long time if I could have just shared my screen, man. But go ahead, do you think?
I don't know what you gonna end, but this is like common. You know, if I can find a good link, because they always doing this. Like some of these links for these journal papers, you gotta pay for. And sometimes
I notice you like to talk about. I notice you like to talk about DNA, but Smash Rockwell hate to talk about DNA. I wonder
because that's not Smash's forte. That's my forte. He deals with the language and all that.
And we be killing because the thing about it is we be killing y'all with the DNA and genetics. This is why Smash don't mess with it.
I'm trying to apply some new standard to the North African that's really not out there, James. I'm telling you, you keep trying to
what's going on right now? What's going on right now is y'all don't want to deal with the fact that now we have a precise unit of measure, and y'all want to still act like we guessing. Y'all don't want to. Y'all don't want to.
You're trying to take that percentage and come up with a narrative.
Are you saying what's going on, bro? Are you saying they mapped are you saying that they mapped the genome on the ancient Egyptians that said that these were Negroes?
Look, they mapped the human genome.
What he's trying to say what he's trying to say is if he find North Africans and they have a high percentage of Western Asian DNA, he wants to call them non-African and invaders. That's what he wants to say.
No. Right? They map. Hold up, listen. Somebody asked me about some Egyptian mummy DNA and all that. Egyptians are humans. So then, once you map the human genome, you map the Egyptian genome it simultaneously. It's not that difficult. But the only thing that you can measure that's different from them is, excuse me?
The haplogroups, though, is what I'm saying.
Well, haplogroups, you can't tell a race, or you can't tell pretty much anything besides that they're humans based on their haplogroup. Those mutations, you can have
haplogroups talk about migration.
That dude that I just showed you, he could be
haplogroups discuss migration.
Well, you can date based on the migrations. It's kind of tricky, but you can kind of like get a roundabout measurement of what a person is. Like when our sonic starts to talk about his downstream mutation from E1B1B. He's talking about a downstream mutation. He said that they still got that same Y chromosome, but it's a downstream mutation. That's what our sonic is saying. You see what I'm saying? So, but at the time that his mutation happens, we can date if the Eurasian back migration has happened at the same time. So this is precise unit of measure at this time. Y'all just don't understand it. Y'all think that I'm over here trying to put something. I'm really trying to help y'all understand that they just found they just mapped the human genome 2003. They just found Neanderthal DNA in 2010. They just found this Denisovan DNA in 2015. So this is the new way to do stuff from a genetic aspect. You look at the introgression. You don't look at nothing else because that introgression is to tell you.
I look at the DNA. That's why I'm.
Listen, we know the Denisovans.
Going with this though.
We know the Denisovans didn't mutate in Africa. We know the Neanderthals did. So when we
so when we see that in their DNA in Africa, we know that they non-African. It's just that simple. Y'all are trying to make this shit harder than what it is.
Slow down. Yeah, I agree. They evolved out in Asia, but they're primitive humans. They didn't come from modern humans. Modern humans mixed with them. And this is how you started getting the Asians and everything else, and they got the largest percentage of Denisovian and Neanderthal DNA. So yeah,
but look, y'all look at this right here. Read this right here. It says humanity forges return to African revealed in DNA. So they're talking about the Khoisan people, but y'all read that. I just gave y'all the title for y'all to read yourself. But look what oh damn. Y'all have to look, just type that title in and then look for that paper. And if y'all read that paper, y'all will understand what I'm saying. They doing this shit.
I understand about the Khoisan. What about them? I've read about them and everything already. What about?
Well, they can see Eurasian DNA in the Khoisan at about 1800 to 900 years ago, circa. So they know that the Western Eurasians back migrated into Africa, and they can date it, bro. I mean, it's precise measurement. I don't know why would y'all even. I just don't understand. So I'm finna end right now, man. I'm just really trying to help. I ain't really trying to be.
So you saying so you saying that the back migration didn't happen to 800 years ago?
No, I'm saying that it didn't reach South Africa to that point. They're not about 800 to 1800 years ago, circa. So they saying in between that time, they don't really know, but they putting it in between 1800 and 900 years ago. They saying that's when that Eurasian market that they see, they came down the west coast of they came down the east coast of Africa. They went through the Somalians and all of that. They see it off in the Khoisan at about 900 to 1800 years. See what I'm saying? Okay. So they can measure this shit. Excuse me.
And had that wrong, girl. You can't.
Huh?
You can't be a chronologist and say that people didn't start back migrating back into Africa until 1800 years ago. You can't do that.
I didn't say that. I said that they
said the market didn't reach
South Africa to that point.
But you talking about South Africa? You talking about South Africa?
Yeah, I'm talking about way in the South.
You're not talking about North Africa.
Yeah, but they see it in North Africa earlier, of course.
Right.
So I mean, y'all gotta be. I mean,
I'm not even disagreeing with what you just said right there, as far as like when the markets got down there. Like I said, we talk about down there though. Like
they following pastoralism. Pastoralism goes all the way
North down. Africa. Yeah, that your Asian market was there. Way before 800 now.
They start to see that market at 3,000. That's what they're identifying.
Right.
It could change.
Actually, it goes back further than that, but yeah.
It could change, but right now, with the data that they have is 3,000 years. That's when they're identifying Eurasian back migration DNA. It's just that simple. That paper that I just showed y'all, everything I'm telling you could be able to read it. Anybody that's still listening to this, y'all can go do this yourself. I'm not saying this. And this
I'm not even going to argue that because like the North Africans they didn't migrate to the south. They migrated to the north. They stay close to the Mediterranean Sea.
Yeah, but that's just like a dispersal, like Chief X said. When that Sahara dries up, it's pockets in that north because of the ocean and the moisture that people can still live there. So they stayed up there. They didn't see no.
Well, they was used to that life, farming and everything else, and hurting animals, and plus plus it was closer to their people. Their people was on the other side of the sea because they all Mediterranean people. They
no. Here's the reality though. Here's the reality.
This is how I view it. Yeah, I believe they. Why would they want to go south with all those Negroes when their people was right there?
I agree with Psychopathic, but let me just say this. James, real quick. People want to assign a race to everybody who was in the Green Sahara when you don't have to. It's okay. You can't assign a race to a person who was going through an evolutionary phase, and like just for example, say the Homo erectus or the Homo neanderthal. They were this. You can't assign a race to a people who are so ancient ago, and that's just where we go wrong at. We can assign a race to modern type people, but you guys like to assign a race to ancient humans, archaic humans, and that's just a fallacy that you cannot do.
So hold on.
Just because you want to be right and claim something, it's
So
okay.
who named
You can't say what race this person was in the Green Sahara. You have to update yourself to be more, understandable to modern times.
No, well, they do it by naming people Africans and non-Africans in modern science right now, right?
Everybody in Africa is Africans.
Well,
North Africans are Africans. Everybody in Africa is Africans, James. How is that so hard to understand?
Because people that have a genetic makeup that's non-African at a major percentage.
If you're non-African, that means you're Arab or you're European or you're something else. But people in Africa, the continent of Africa, who has been there since the Green Sahara and before, whatever, they are African.
No shit. But we talking about
so that's what I'm saying. So people in North African are African.
Today. You talking about today?
People in North African who has always been in North Africa are African people, whether today or 10,000 years ago. People who was 10,000 years ago in North Africa are African.
That's it.
And you're basing that even so if you're
my goodness, this is what I'm trying to say. This is a mental health issue, and you niggas got a mental health issue.
So you saying that if you were 70% Arab, you would still be an African? That's what you telling us?
I didn't say that.
We're gonna use you. You saying that if
I'm not that though. So why would you even make up a false ass argument?
Because the people in North Africa are 70% non-African right now.
No, they're not. Yes, who lied to you and told you that?
That's why I keep telling you don't base it on the percentages, yo. You're talking about people that's been there for 50,000 years, and you're trying to base it on some kind of percentage.
Because that's how science does it. It's exact unit of measure. What are y'all talking about?
You can Google how long have Berbers been in Africa, and it'll tell you 20,000, 30,000 years. How are they not Africans?
Because they are the people at that.
So you and Smash Rockwell disagree with every science. Hold on, listen. You and Smash Rockwell disagree with every scientist, archaeologist, anthropologist, genetics on the planet Earth. Right. You and Smash Rockwell is right, and every doctor, every PhD on the planet is wrong except you and Smash Rockwell. Get out of here.
So I can start putting up sources again, and you're gonna look dumb again, and you're gonna act like you can't read and all this kind of. I'm
about to get off this live stream and watch me a movie anyway. Because it's beginning to nonsense. When you are a co-host to Smash Rockwell, Black America's in trouble.
Yeah. But you talking about
Smash Rockwell's co-host.
You talking about
this is why I know the conscious community has went left and has went berserk. When James, when Pan-African James, who claimed just last year that Nigerians are North Africans, we have lost our mind.
But you're a known liar, so I already know that.
I didn't lie. You said that. I got it on video.
You're gonna start lying.
Well, listen to Chevron. Chevron, what you say?
He definitely said that Nigeria was North Africa.
And it is Northwest.
Let him finish his point. Let him finish his sentence. Go ahead, Chef.
And I said it was Northwest Africa, and I'm gonna continue to say that. Just like Sudan is North.
Because you wanted to push West Africans so north. You want to be a North African so bad. Hold on. You want to be a North African so. Hold on. You want to be a North. You want to be an Egypt. Hold on, James. You want to be a North African. You want to be a North African. You want to be a North African and Egyptian so bad. You force geography. You hold on. God damn. You want to be a North African so bad. You want to be. You're not going to let. I'm going to get my sentence out, James.
Yeah, go ahead and